Welcome to Game. Hey guys! Welcome to a live stream that I'm very concerned is just gonna crash and burn. I feel like this is a live stream that's like on plates.
We're spinning
the plates. Sorry, forgive my odd gesticulation here.
Our internet is working on spun plates today.
Yeah, this is a spinning plate day where if Chris doesn't constantly jiggle the internet to continue the internet being the spinning plate on this thing, it will fall over and this stream will crash. And
so
it'll be over.
You'll know what happened if it goes down.
Keep jiggling, Chris.
Okay.
Are you jiggling?
Are you jiggling?
I'm jiggling fiercely.
Maybe we call you jiggling.
Let us know if you're getting tired of jiggling over there.
Oh, I'll never tire.
I bet you will. I mean, no matter how much of a pro you are at this gesture, which I don't even know why you would practice this in your day-to-day life, but like no matter how much of a pro you are, like it's like a shake weight, only even less effective. Hey Jason.
Hey Jason.
Are you cranking up the light on us? Am I looking tired? Is this what this means? Yep. Does this make me look less tired now?
We're looking great.
Oh, I'm so awake now. Hey, hi.
Welcome to Thursday edition of GTLive, where we are reacting to some TikTok tweets. You'll notice that I am getting right down to it because we have to leave. We are going to dinner tonight with another YouTuber.
A new one.
A new friend.
We made new friends.
Occasionally we we make friends sometimes.
Every once in a while. We met with him for lunch the other week, and we hit it off, and so now we're having a little double date fun.
And we're going to see Pet Cemetery, so that'll be cool.
You said TikTok tweets, Steph.
Sorry, we're doing TikTok reactions. We're doing TikToks, and then we're twittering with delight after we watch them.
You mean tittering?
I was really trying to tie it in. I may also be a little bit tired, but we are reacting to TikTokies today.
Because they're the best things to react to.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Because it's easier for Chris to sort them.
Maybe we are reacting to tweets that are just about TikTok.
Well, that would be an odd one.
We are reacting to TikToks. We had a lot of fun with this last time. Hopefully you guys did too. So we are doing a little repeat performance. Hopefully it'll be a fun, light live stream.
And there's two ways that you can engage in the chat, or there's one way you can engage in the chat.
It's by chatting.
It's by chatting. There's another way you can engage in the stream.
It's on
Twitter.
Which is on
Twitter.
Hashtag GTLive.
Using those TikTok tweets.
Yeah.
You know, you can tweeter with excitement over on Twitter, where you can use hashtag GTLive.
Oh, there it is.
Chris just dashing. Yep, you can.
Really, Chris? Really? Really?
I think that exemplifies the level of preparedness for this.
This is it, right? This is him jiggling. This is him jiggling today.
Chris, give me the marker.
Chris is a jiggling.
Sometimes if you need to get something done, you have to do it yourself.
Also, for those of you who are confused what this is the gesture that you have to make when you're spinning plates. Because I've spun plates before. I'm actually a somewhat decent plate
Really?
spinner.
These are our markers?
Yeah,
Wonder
we got
marker?
fancy ones now.
Wow, we do have nice ones.
Anyway, so this is an actual gesture when it comes to spinning plates. Yeah, so if you can't tell, Chris is holding things together as best as he can today. But it's a shorter stream. Also, it's worth calling out, today is our 1-year anniversary of hitting 10 million subscribers.
It's also just the 8-year anniversary of Game Theory.
8 years.
8 years.
Right? If we had thought about this, we would have had like reacting to Game Theory over the years or something. 8 years.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Internally, like amongst ourselves, and I think we mentioned this in a what was it, a film theory episode? We made the joke that when you're 8 years old on YouTube, we're like the middle-aged dad.
Yeah.
On YouTube at this point, where we're like helping a lot of the like young kids who are like first starting out on YouTube, like we're giving them advice, and we're
good or for better or worse.
The best advice. But then also like we're not as old as like Smosh and stuff.
No, we're not as old as Smosh. We're not as old as Jenna Marbles. We're not as old as we're as old as Joey Graceffa, but we have not been on YouTube as long as Joey Graceffa. So we're like in terms of the age of the channel, yeah, the middle-aged dads. We're taking everybody to their soccer games right now.
Jason, you should launch that my way. Like, you should go grab those things and then throw them here.
Is that one active? I don't know where those ones are.
No, they're up on the
It's on
table.
the table.
You got it. I believe in you, buddy.
There you go.
I believe in you.
There's all sorts of stuff going on
There,
over here.
it's shaking the plates.
There we go.
It's shaking the
It at
plates.
least now says TikTok, and I just drew straight over Chris's drawing.
Why did you
because
draw? Well, yeah. What did you do over his
Ooh.
face?
I drew
I think it looks
a
good.
note, and I just drew swoopy lines over the face
Oh,
because
as
they
though
were
the-
better than the face.
Oh, as the wow! Stephanie is
There we
throwing
go.
shade,
Hashtag
just like
GTLive.
Jason is going to be throwing something on camera right now.
Whoa!
You
Ooh.
should take it out of the bag
Fancy,
first.
fancy tissue paper.
What?
You got this, buddy. I believe in you.
It shimmers in the lights if it's in the plastic.
You know what?
Ooh.
I don't care.
Wow, what an amazing shirt.
Wow, Stephanie, what's that?
This is the new theory wear that is up for pre-order. This is going to be going into our official spring campaign, but this is like sort of the sneak peek opportunity that everyone has to order new merch if you want it from our upcoming spring line to make sure that
You can throw it.
to make sure it doesn't run out before you get a chance to get it. In the past, like the girls items, which this is the girls t-shirt this time, it's so cool. I love it. This is like it's so fun. It's so festive. It's so springtime.
It's got everyone's favorite
And it's got
Pikachu
and it's got
on there.
Pikachu, it's got Skip, it's got the trophy, it's got math symbols. It means you're smart and creative
you're smart.
and you're a theorist. And you should go get it now to make sure that you can get it in your size if you want one, because last time we did an item for the ladies, it sold out like that. Like it sold out so quickly, and I've gotten, I don't know, like dozens, hundreds of messages since then being like, hey, will girls items go back on sale? I didn't get a chance to get mine. So this is your chance. Do
This
it
is it.
now.
Yeah. So like Steph said, this is pre-order time.
Yeah.
There's like 4 days left in like this pre-order period. If you've bought merch in the past, we already sent out an email, but this is just kind of a reminder where because items like this have sold out really fast in the past, and people get frustrated that they haven't gotten the opportunity to get the size that they want, or they've missed out on the opportunity to get it. We thought this time, hey, there's going to be more items that come out in May.
Yeah.
But we wanted to give you the opportunity to pre-order these two because the women's items, like Steph said, tend to sell out fast, and the jackets tend to sell out fast.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get you a chance to pre-order it and make sure that you reserve the size if it's something that you're
This might
interested
be my
in.
favorite jacket that we've ever
This
done,
is,
actually.
I love this thing.
Really nice.
Yeah, so it's got thumb holes.
It's like a player jacket or a track jacket. It's really cool.
Yeah, we even made the sleeve just slightly longer so that way it would accommodate the thumb holes. This is all embroidered. You have a little game theory thing on the side here.
It says game theory, but it's not like over the top game theory. So if you wanted to, like, you could like wear this anywhere,
Yeah.
and you can wear it like, I don't know, all day. It's super breathable. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
it's-
I love this.
I love
jacket.
this
It's
thing.
so nice.
So anyway,
And this
that's
is for guys and girls. Like, if you're a girl, like this comes in small sizes. You can wear this too. It also comes up to 3X. So there's a whole range. We tried to be really inclusive of everyone, as many as we could. Pre-order it if you want it, and you're afraid it's not going to be there in your size.
Yes. So anyway, that's the reason why we wanted to do pre-order stuff. There's going to be a couple more items that come out later. The whole thing launches in May, but this is your chance to kind of like book it in advance. And if you order now, like if you actually do one of the pre-order for either of these items, you get free shipping for any other orders that you make down the line. You'll get a free coupon code for like free shipping for a future order.
Yeah, it's
whether
pretty
that be
awesome. So
more
you're-
in the spring stuff or just stuff that we have in the back catalog or a year from now, whatever.
Yep.
So there you go.
All right, that's it. That's the plug for the merch. Let's watch TikTok.
Yeah, let's get to the keep spinning the plates.
Go, Chris, go.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Turn it on.
TikTok.
So this is my uncle's dog, and he plays the piano and sings. So
That's impressive.
Oh, he's so cute.
I mean, he's better than a
these
lot
are
of pop musicians I hear these days.
Oh, I know, right?
Shots fired.
Heyo.
Better than that new Beyonce album. I don't know. I haven't actually listened to it. I just thought I would be topical and relevant.
Queen Bee. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it Queen? Is it Queen Bee or Queen Bey?
It's whatever you
Beyonce,
want it
Bey.
to be because she is everything to all people.
I think
okay.
it's whatever she wants it to
I
be,
know,
honestly.
right?
You know, talented dogs, delightful.
Oh my gosh, I love like a beagle or a hound dog. When I was growing up, I always wanted a beagle like Snoopy, and I don't know. I feel like if I had a dog, I would want them to do this. So I appreciate this very much.
Yeah, pound on your expensive piano, probably detuning it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then
it's a dog. It's real
all
cute.
hours of the day, like being like, oh,
Yeah, totally, no problem.
In the immortal words of Elvis Presley, he ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time.
He was boogieing down. Play the next one.
Hashtag Boogie Down Challenge. He was doing the Orange Kid. Justice for Orange Shirt Kid. Oh, it's the T.
Here's the motherfucking tea. So I have a job, right? And every so often I like to go out and get lunch for myself because I'm too lazy to get my own food. Anyway, so I always go into the Subway.
Man, hashtag
and there's this guy who works there
relatable.
at the Subway. And every single time I go in, which I think is probably once a week or every other week, he always hits on me. All the time. And he always asks me the same question. What's your name? Where do you work? Where do you go to school? You know, all that. So I finally bring my coworker with me to lunch.
All that.
And
do
he
know
hits
all
on
that.
both of us.
Hits on both.
How dare he?
Wow.
Okay.
So, okay, it's funny because we actually reacted to the next iteration of that meme on Fine Brothers React. Like what? Or I did.
I didn't
You
do that
didn't?
one.
Oh, I thought you were there. That's right. You're always with me in my heart.
I was there.
You're always there with me.
No, I couldn't
in
make
spirit.
I couldn't make that taping, but
I reacted to that
yeah, Matthew
in case
did.
you missed it. It's over on Fine Brothers right now, actually.
Yeah.
They uploaded it like yesterday or 2 days ago. Not that specific one, though. I reacted to like the next iteration of them. You gotta, here's the thing. I love the brand. I think it's really cool. Like, the let me
tap,
smack
tap.
my phone.
Tap, tap, tap.
It's really effective.
It is.
It's really good. It's like the TikTok equivalent of a bro fist.
It is.
You
It's
know?
nice.
Or like intro of redness, then blackness, then white, blackness, then redness, then whiteness. Old school Tobuscus days. Like, it makes you feel tactile. Like, I want to do it right now, in fact.
Oh.
Here, Chris, you seem perturbed. Are you telling me not to do this?
Well, it isn't a phone.
Here's the mother plucking tea. Let me hit my mic right here. I'm going to hit this and this at the same time so you get the same effect. Ready? Boop, boop. Here's, boop, boop, the mother plucking, doop, boop, tea, right? What is it when you're doing a live stream
Sorry,
and then the
Chris,
guy
I'm
off
sorry.
camera suddenly doesn't let you do the thing that you want to do to riff on the thing that you're reacting to? Are you stifling my reactions? And then Stephanie hits on another man.
What?
Because I don't know.
What?
And all the asking me all the questions and all the
And
stuff.
then we went to Subway. Okay, bye.
And then we went to Subway. I do appreciate the fact that the stuff she's ranting about, though, is like it feels very first world problem. Can you hashtag relate to that?
Getting hit on in fast food restaurants? Yes, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
Who's hitting on you in fast food
I
restaurants?
don't know.
Stephanie?
It happens like.
It happens?
every once in a while. Yeah.
Do I need to show them the bro fist? Do I need to shake my fist at them?
I think we need to watch more TikToks.
Fine. I need to make sure that you're being respected in the community.
I can lay the smack down if I need to.
I know you can. How come no one ever hits on me in McDonald's?
Just play the next one.
Wow.
Yes!
Here's the motherfucking tea. You cannot say that you know the struggle if you're not green.
Yes.
Here, the tea is.
Excuse me, do you know where the tea is? Hello? What are you doing?
Here's the motherfucking tea.
It's great. brilliant. I love, See, that's how you know you've started a trend, man.
yeah.
When Kermit the Frog himself has picked up on it. He's proving his relevance across all forms of media. Across the board.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere.
Right?
It's amazing.
The tea, it is hard. It's difficult being green, Steph.
It is.
It's hard to be green. Yoda understands.
Yoda's the only one who understands.
That feeling when they burned the Jedi books. That feeling when
That is the
ancient
real
Jedi
tea.
texts go up in flames.
The real tea.
That's the true tea. That feeling when your Padawan tries to kill his student.
Ooh, that's just a bummer.
That feel when you want to be able to astral project, but you're not able to until movie 9 of the franchise.
I did like the last one where it's like, where is the tea? Because that's like the question that I would ask is, like, I have this mug of hot water. Now, where is the mother flippin' tea?
False, Stephanie.
What?
You always know.
I
where
always
the tea.
know
Like
where the
that's
tea
the thing. You are not entering
if
a
I
room
don't,
without knowing where the tea
I
is.
have like the secret stash. Like Chris has no idea how many bags of tea are actually just like tucked away in the recesses of this couch.
I was gonna say you probably have a tea bag in your back pocket right
It's behind
now.
all the sound dampening equipment. I don't have any pockets, but
Ah!
Never mind.
I thought what?
I was gonna make a joke about like, because I don't have any pockets, but sometimes girls will like put their cell phone in their bra or something. But I was like, I do not put bags of tea in my bra.
No, is that not a thing that you do, Steph?
Only desperate times.
You keep your stash tea stashed away. It's great. Love it.
No, I'm good.
You never know.
Even I have limits.
You gotta prioritize. Store what's important in the most important places.
Next.
I feel like that would also be fairly useless because it's one of those things that you wouldn't have hot water available. So you need like the tea kettle stuffed in like one,
That's
and then
true.
like the tea stash in the other, and just dispense as necessary.
That's true.
All right, here we go. More TikToks.
Why is it that at Walmart I need to get an employee to open a glass door so I can buy a razor or Legos? But at the Apple Store I can just walk up and steal these AirPods right here.
I don't relate to this.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of stuff behind glass in a lot of stores.
Because why is that? That's a good question.
No, it's just the relative security measures that each store has, right? Like, Apple probably has like 8 times the number of cameras that Walmart and Target have.
That's probably true.
And
is it?
I bet it is.
Here. Because what's he comparing? Razors?
Why is it that at Walmart I need to get an employee to open a glass door so I can buy a razor or Legos?
You must be buying
at the Apple
fancy
Store, I can just
razors,
walk-
man.
What? No, I've seen razors behind glass doors in Walmart. Legos though. What Legos is he buying?
The big Hogwarts. He's buying the big Hogwarts.
The big, not the small Hogwarts. He's buying the full,
buying the
big
$400
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
The Mega Warts.
Yeah, the Mega Wart.
The J.K. Rowling approved Mega Wart.
Yeah. Although she's going to come back in a couple of years and
Retcon
say
it.
that Hogwarts was gay all along.
What?
So I know.
The building itself. What?
She's very progressive, okay?
The building is on a spectrum.
She's going to come back and change the architecture later on. I meant for that tower to be over there.
It was canon the entire time.
Canon. It was canon.
It was made invisible the entire time. This is the tower where they would teleport away all their fecal matter. This was the toilet tower.
Ew.
That's a thing that she said on Twitter.
What?
Yeah,
No.
that in the olden days that wizards would just go out in the streets and in public and then apparate their like stuff away. That is canon, according to the law of Rowling. I believe that, right? I'm not misspeaking. Do we know this? Amy,
yeah.
Amy, you know this stuff, right? That J.K. Rowling was like, oh yeah, they just apparate away. They used to, wizards canonically would just go on. Yeah, if they needed to pee, they would just do it wherever, and then they would just apparate it away, right? Right? That's
Oh.
it. That is canon, my friends. People say that I come up with ridiculous conclusions on film theory. That's the creator of the story. I'm not even coming up with this stuff. How do you feel about that, Chris?
I mean, it sounds convenient on the one hand, but really gross on the other.
Right?
Your wand suddenly becomes like. Also, you know how every like spell has their own signature like wand flicks? It would be amazing if the wand flick for like apparate your feces away is just like a flush motion.
That'd be the best, actually.
Flushetto! No? Akio poo! That would just bring it to you. That's a terrible
I don't
idea.
think you want to use that one.
Don't mess up your spells.
Next.
Leviosa! It just flies away. It does make you wonder though. Where are they putting it? Where does it go? No.
There's just a big wizard poop pile that someone's gonna come
Right,
across
a big-
at some point.
Oof.
All
Just
right.
a random port key that leads you to a dark place.
Oof.
But steal these AirPods right here.
One of the crazy things about me
What did they tell you not to do, babe?
is copy out when you
Smoke in the bathroom.
What did you do?
I smoked in the bathroom.
It's funny, except airplane crashes are really scary.
Airplane crashes are like one of my biggest fears.
Okay, so I know
like,
where she is. I know where she is. She's at Universal Studios. Maybe they have one of these in Florida, but they definitely have one here in LA.
I think that was the LA one.
It looks like the LA one. Where is it? Is it from Lost? Is that what it's from?
It's been from.
What is
It's
it from?
used in
it's like
a
the
bunch
same,
of different.
Yeah, it's like the
airplane
same
crash scenes.
airplane crash set. It's a set that's used like in a whole bunch of TV shows, and it's just there on the Universal backlot. So when you're walking around doing like the studio tour and stuff, you can stop in front of it and like
very
take
cool.
pictures and stuff. It's cool. It's also definitely made from like the husk of an actual old airplane where they've torn up the seats and they've like thrown stuff around and all this stuff. So on the one hand, it's very cool, and on the other hand, it is genuinely really unsettling.
Oh, totally.
I think it's,
every
like,
time I
really
see it, it makes me.
unnerving.
Yeah, anytime I
Makes
see
me
it, it makes me uncomfortable.
very weirded out.
Yeah,
because
especially
it
as-
looks very real.
Yeah, especially as someone who has like an uncomfortable like history with like flying and with a deep-seated fear of like plane crashes and stuff. Like seeing it, even in like movie Magic Land and like, oh, this is a set, whatever. Like it makes me really nervous.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's a tough one for me.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate it for what it is, and it's like, don't smoke in the bathroom, but really don't smoke in the bathroom. Like, but really don't.
Because I'll know.
Yeah.
Because
Matthew checks.
I check.
He checks to
If
see
you've
if
tampered with that smoke detector, I'll know.
Matthew does have a history of checking the smoke detectors in the bathrooms to make sure that they have not been tampered with.
Again.
And then reporting any of them where the tape is missing.
Because there's tamper-proof tape there for a reason, Stephanie.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, yep.
And guess what? It usually gets you like a free internet password out of it.
They do. They appreciate, his QCing the airplane.
I can dismantle an airplane bathroom with the best of them at this point, because I went through a phase where I, like, you know, I've mentioned it before, but I'm like paranoid, or I was paranoid about flying, and I was really worried about ways that people could, like, you know, attack the plane or whatever. And for a while there, I would go to the plane bathrooms and I would check every nook and cranny to make sure that there was like no suspicious stuff, right? And so, you know,
also have like a
there's-
history of you have a history of issues with planes and stuff like that.
I
so.
do. That's a story for another day.
Yes.
But it's one of those things where, you know, my paranoia, well-founded paranoia, Stephanie, well-founded, not irrational. But like I would look through and I would check everything, and there's a lot of nooks and crannies in airplane bathrooms. It's surprising.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh yeah, there's lots of little stowaway
They do-
places where tissues and stuff.
They
There's
do a
more in
lot
there
with
than
very
they-
limited
than they
amount of space.
Tell you about. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I never realized that there's all sorts of like feminine specific products hidden in different corners.
Tissues, paper towels. You've got some of them have like diaper changing,
Yeah.
like covers and all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, you can find like all sorts
If
of
you
stuff. in
poke
the
around,
airplane
you find some interesting stuff.
Next.
Next.
Now, you may know me as the girl who screams about how Lay's chips underfills their chip bags. But
Okay, hold up. Already.
I'm already excited.
Already, I'm really on top of it. Like, this is, yes, I already respect you.
I also really like her shirt.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
You know what else is great? Theory merch!
Da, da,
Available
da.
for pre-order now. It's almost like we planned it, but we didn't. But seriously, they do underfill the bags. Right?
Yeah, totally.
I-
There are
I-
like 5 chips in there. Are you
I
kidding?
think it's partly because of expansion, right?
It's probably because they expand in like different like elevations and stuff. Like if you ever drive way up into the mountains with a bag of Lay's potato chips, they go like.
Because of air pressure.
But also, I've always also thought they could have these big bags, but the calorie count still looks really low.
That's true, too.
Because potato chips are notorious for being like unhealthy for you. But if you look at a bag that's like this size and the calories are like, wow, 200 calories, like it's a number of calories, but it's like, wow, it's a huge bag, you know? And you look down and it's like, wait, there are like 12 chips in here.
Are you telling me that? What? But they're made out of potato, Steph. Potato comes out of the ground. Anything that comes out of the ground is healthy for me. No matter what I do with it to process it into delicious tastiness. No? Is that not true? Am I living a lie right now?
I think that might not be quite accurate.
Damn. Okay. So
you keep doing you though. I appreciate you.
Okay. Let's go back to this very important. Today's all about the rants. Apparently, the TikTok rants. Here we go.
Now, you may know me as the girl who screams about how Lay's chips underfills their chip bags.
It's
But
great.
this time, I'm screaming about Doritos. So there's 2 reasons. First, y'all requested it. I'm also choosing to scream about a different chip company because I'm worried Lay's is going to sue me soon. Somebody requested for me not to scream it. But guys,
Hashtag relatable.
ow. I'm very
Still not
passionate about
defamation.
chips, so no promises. Sorry. So I bought a party-sized bag of Doritos.
Yes.
And also a regular-sized bag of
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh, I'm getting ideas too.
This looks great. Okay. How much more of a party is in the party-sized bag? Let's find out.
Doritos. Why are they like the same size? And because
they're
I
not,
paid $2
clearly.
more for that party.
They're clearly not the same size. I'm more interested in your chip volume. Like, look. Like, you showed this. This is...
Come on, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, this is... Here's the thing.
I wanted to dump both out so we can actually see the difference.
I'm assuming that's what's going to happen here. But I'm just calling it out right now. This is the sort of thing the internet would rake me over the coals for. They would be like, Matpat, clearly you have not aligned the chip bags properly, and you showed this and cut away very quickly, but
Theory
you said
invalid. Theory invalid.
They would, in a 15-minute video, I would show a shot like this, and it would be like, here's all this evidence, this and that, but it'd be like, that one shot you showed didn't reflect what you were saying. Theory invalid. It's like, oh, come on, guys.
The same size. And
not.
because I paid $2 more for that party bag right there. If my math is correct, when I pour this bag into that bag, it should overflow it. So aside from these guys,
We didn't see. You didn't show an experiment.
Wait.
You cut away.
Oh my gosh.
Colin foul.
This is not appropriate theory fodder. This is what are you even doing here?
You pour them both out into their like separate vessels, and then you weigh. You go for the net weight.
I feel especially incensed about this because we're in the process of running a couple of experiments that involve like some IRL stuff. That we're in the process of running some experiments, and if we did this, that would not fly.
It's not fly. This is
That
not
would not
scientific.
fly.
This is not. If this is what TikTok
You're weighing
is
it
allowing.
out. You're going to the hundredth of a gram on the weight difference between the. Oh God.
You know, if this is what TikTok is allowing as valid science, then I don't know if I can trust TikTok anymore.
Right? It's
As
almost
a valid scientific resource. I don't know if I can trust it.
It's almost like you shouldn't trust TikTok research.
It's almost like
It's not as high quality as like a peer-reviewed journal.
You know how YouTube's been combating fake news by putting little links under things that are like conspiratorial or like sketchy. Like here's the Wikipedia article that's been vetted and this whatever. Like I feel like they should have one of those links to here, being like, this is the link to the official Doritos website.
Yeah.
Just to make sure there's fake news being pilfered here.
An actual analysis. done by some poor graduate student of the actual volumetric quality of Doritos bags.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, look at this.
So aside from these guys, an entire party-sized bag of chips and a regular-sized bag of Doritos chips fit in a regular-sized bag. So if this is...
This is a weird way to pull this Sorry, the experimental design is frustrating me
Bugging me.
now. And why are there some chips on the side? Except for these guys. What? I'm like, why are you pulling them away?
All right.
bag of
Okay,
chips
okay,
and
fine.
a regular-sized bag of Doritos chips fit in a regular-sized bag. So if this isn't enough proof to prove that Doritos is also ripping us off, I don't know if I can help you. You might need therapy. I certainly need therapy.
Wow. That was intense.
That was amazing. I do. Okay,
That was
so here's the thing.
intense.
Here's what I love about this. I feel like we should make sure to highlight the positive. What I love about this is her commitment.
Her shirt.
Her shirt, first of all.
First and foremost shirt.
I like it
Oh,
almost as much as I like this brand new Theory wear.
I love that theory. It's a great shirt.
Second of all, I really appreciate how committed she is.
Oh, it's great.
To being angry at chip companies. And, you know, I kind of relate in a lot of ways. I feel like packaging can be very misleading. I
agree.
The way that people market stuff, my big frustration with a lot of snack companies is that they'll be like, they'll put like some big calorie thing on the front of the bag that's like, only 70 calories. And then it's like, per fourth serving. And you go to the back and you're like, how big is a serving? And a serving is like a handful. And it's
Handful's pretty good.
a handful. And then it's like, okay, you can have a quarter of this serving for the 70 calories that we publicize. And then if you want the whole handful, and if it's a handful of chips, that's really only like 6 chips. Then you're looking at, 280 calories. And that number on the bag was just like an arbitrary random number they put out there to confuse and hurt me.
You know who does a really good, just thinking about packaging, because you're right, chips and chip bags, always dramatically underfilled.
Watch them.
Keep an eye on them. Because even the chip bag itself, those small ones, should be like single serving, but sometimes they're not single serving.
No.
You gotta watch out.
Sometimes those like
you assume that it's
individual bags are like an individual's day worth of calories in there.
Foul.
Yeah.
No, one bag is one day. Now that I think about it though, cookie companies actually do a really good job with their packaging. Like you look at a pack of Oreos, that thing is packed with Oreos.
It is.
And not only, like there is no empty space in that bag, and not only, it also has like the reseal. That's a really good one.
We eat a lot of Oreos.
Chips Ahoy, a lot of good packaging there.
Yeah,
Cookie
we eat
companies,
a lot of cookies.
Solid.
We eat a lot of cookies. We still don't have a kitchen, so we can't bake any, so we just end up buying a lot of packages of cookies. I'm not gonna lie.
Ice cream also does a pretty good job.
Oh, if you're
Filled to the brim.
Usually, it used to be better. Remember when ice cream used to come in those square cartons? No one serves ice cream in those square cartons anymore, but you used to buy them in the square.
What world do you live in?
The square cardboard packages of ice cream that you used to get from the grocery
those
store.
Those still exist. Well, you mean like they're just rounded edges?
I know. Now they're all in round.
Sure, they're slightly rounded, but it's
they
the same concept.
You would literally just buy a brick of ice cream. And there's no lip on anything. There's no extra cardboard anywhere. It is literally a brick of ice cream.
Don't you give Stephanie no lip.
No lip.
Not in your attitude and not in your effing ice cream containers. You keep your lip to yourself. This was great. I enjoyed this video
really
tremendously.
This was really fun.
The commitment was great. I quibble with the scientific design, but again, that doesn't seem like it was really the point.
What?
Go figure. Look at us, overthinking the fun of the internet. Welcome.
Let's go
to the live stream of delight,
Watch
friends.
The next one.
I want to see more of her stuff, by the way.
Right?
I was just in the back room and I found some adoption paperwork with my name on it. April Fools.
We should talk.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
So
I found some what paperwork?
Adoption, I believe, is what he said. Right. It took me a minute to figure it out too, but I think it's adoption paperwork.
Oh, wait. Okay,
and then
let's watch again.
I was in the back room and I found some adoption paperwork with my name on it.
Right.
April Fools.
We should talk.
Wait, what?
But you are. Right, that's what she said. It's
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
At both times, it sounded like dachshund paperwork.
I thought it was doctor's paperwork that he was pronouncing badly. Yeah, we gotta enunciate.
I thought it was
here,
a dachshund paperwork, and then she has the dog there, and I'm like, oh, it's referencing the dog.
The dog.
The dog has done paperwork for itself. April Fools, dogs don't do paperwork. Got him!
So funny.
Yeah! Bam, 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 air horn. The level of humor that would be.
Oh man. Okay.
So he's not really adopted though,
no,
right? The mother
it's
is
clearly staged.
It's all staged, right?
It's a bit staged.
The whole thing's staged.
That one.
Okay.
That one I think would be.
Chris, did that one fool you?
Did it
Were
fool
you
you,
April fooled?
I was not April fooled.
Are you sure? You really believe that he was adopted, didn't you? Or
Why?
or
Alright,
a dachshund.
fine.
That he was either adopted or a dog.
Yes.
A
I don't-
human-sized
I don't know
dog.
why I am being forced to lie, but yeah, I fully believed
I
it.
knew it. Of course you were.
Next.
So I just clocked this person going 87 in a 75-mile-an-hour zone, and whenever I told them, why I pulled them over, they said there's no possible way they could be going 87 because their cruise control was set for 82. Well, Gina, 82 is still speeding.
Yikes.
I don't know how I feel about police officers throwing shade at people they caught on TikTok.
Come on, man. I mean, I fully support the honorable officers of the law in this country, but I also come on. It's like everyone's worst day ever to get a speeding ticket. And
you are kind of bringing it on yourself though.
I know, but even as a really safe driver, I still worry about am I going to get randomly pulled over for no reason? Am I going to have one of those experiences with the police that are terrible and where they pull you over for no reason and then they try and search your car or they try and arrest you for something that you haven't done?
Secretly a drug mule.
No. I mean, and that has nothing to do with all the cocaine in my trunk. I mean, not at all. No.
Is that what that is? I thought it was really powdery sand for Oliver's new sandbox.
Baby powder. It's all baby powder. No.
Glad I didn't throw him into that pile.
No, we're very safe drivers. Obviously, we don't have any sort of illegal activity going on anywhere. But
please. Disclaimer.
Right.
Legal disclaimer.
But really, we don't. But I still worry about having some terrible police experience because you see videos on Twitter. I think social media has highlighted some of those perhaps really anomalous, but also really terrible experiences with police officers. And so when you see officers going online to make fun of people who they're busting, giving tickets to, arresting, whatever. It just kind of I don't know. It's you got your way. You gave somebody a ticket. You done.
You done. Yeah, I don't know what exactly. Watching that, it kind of makes me uncomfortable, and I think maybe it is because it's interesting. I'm conflicted about it because as I sit here, I'm that makes me uncomfortable, but at the same time, and I'm policing feels like it should be more of a private thing, but then you have these reality TV shows that follow cops around, and you have all the dash cams in both the driver's car but also in the police's car that are documenting stuff and making sure that things are above board. So it's a weird thing. It feels weird to me, and I don't exactly know
why. And he does not look threatening.
No, it's fine.
He's not using profanity. He's not using the person's last name.
And the situation itself is funny.
And clearly the woman he pulled over was in the wrong because she was speeding, and he clocked her at it, and she was speeding. She was wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird for me for
That's a tough one.
I don't know. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
No.
I have gotten one speeding ticket in my life, and I am still grossly embittered about it.
Wow.
Really, really angry about it.
I will say it's important that Gina pointed out, though, that she was going 82 and not 87.
Why?
That is
it's actually huge.
It's a much bigger ticket if you're going 10 or over the speed limit.
It's a huge deal. That difference is actually massive.
So if you get caught, always fight for less than 10 over.
Yep. It's true.
Oh yeah, I've read this because it's the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're going over 10, it's like reckless endangerment. It's
it's
a
considered
more
reckless driving.
Yeah, it's a more severe punishment. Right?
Yeah, so that difference actually that's a good point. That difference was actually huge. My experience was...
I mean, it was huge, assuming that the speed limit was like 75 or 70. No.
No, the speed limit was 75, he said.
Oh, did he say that?
She was going 87. And she was like, no, I was going 82.
Yeah. See? There you go.
For mine, I was driving through Virginia, which is I learned after the fact, sort of notorious for highway patrolmen being very aggressive. And I had 103 temperature. I was driving back from from going to a grad school interview where I got sick in the middle, and I also really didn't like the grad school, so I was like, I'm gonna go home now. And I was in the middle of a 5-hour drive back to North Carolina, back to Duke. I had a fever. I was like, I was so sick. I was really upset. And there was also no one else on the road. And I went 6 miles an hour over the speed limit. And the cop pulled me over. I apologized profusely. I had no idea that I was going over the speed limit. And he was like, totally stone-faced, didn't speak to me, which was also really upsetting.
That's so weird.
So I sat in the car while he was processing my my license or whatever, and I started crying uncontrollably. He came back to the car. I was like hysterical, crying out of my mind in the front seat of this car, alone, so sick, so upset. I'm so upset about it still today.
Oh, I hear you getting choked. Oh my gosh. Hey.
He was so mean. And that was the only experience I've ever had getting pulled over, and I was so angry and upset about it that I'm still really embittered about it today.
Oh my gosh, hey.
So you shouldn't do that on TikTok because people feel bad enough about it as it is.
Wow, I didn't know you had this like deep-seated emotion.
So Matthew was actually there on the other end. I don't even know if you remember. It was early on in our dating.
Yeah.
But Matthew was there on the other end, and I was so sick that he came over to my dorm room, and I was like, I'm dying, and he went and got me Gatorade and soup, and then like he kind of made it all better, but it was maybe like the worst experience. It was one of the worst experiences of my whole life.
I know that you were really upset about it. I didn't realize that you were still like harboring that level of like...
Oh my gosh, I hold on to stuff forever. Anyway, let's go.
Huh. Wow. That's also weird because I thought cops gave you like a roughly like 8 to 10 mile per hour like. But
they certainly don't give you 6.
Apparently not. And it's weird too because in LA, I will say this, like I've always been like very
oh yeah, we're like so careful. We're so careful.
LA though seems to be the speed limit is whatever everyone is going, and everyone's going like 10 miles per hour over in LA.
No, you keep up with traffic. And cops, I will say, I actually feel really bad for policemen in LA because the highways are so crowded that there's almost no way to pull people over, even if they're going really, really fast.
It's true.
Because you're usually trying to take them from like the far left lane across like 6 lanes of traffic to pull them over.
Yeah.
And so you have to catch them while they're going 95 miles an hour down the road because they do, and it's super dangerous.
Yeah, there's a lot that are really dangerous
manage
sometimes.
to get them all the way across the highway or like get them off of the highway. It's impossible. I feel I feel really bad for policemen in LA. I think it's, and you see those drivers and you're like, this is reckless. These people are going to kill someone, and it's really hard to like do anything about them.
The only time I've ever gotten pulled over was in New Hampshire. I was commuting people to and from the theater that I was working at for that summer, and there was only so many cars available amongst the cast, and so I had my car up there. It was a truck, Ramside, black pickup truck with an open bed. And in New Hampshire, I'd actually looked up the law that you are allowed to carry, because some states don't allow you to carry people without seat belts carry people without seats. And so I looked it up in advance, like, hey, can I actually carry people to and from the theater in the back of my truck? And the answer is yes. I was pulled over for it anyway. And he was just being like, I don't know what the intention of it was.
I remember this story. Yeah, because you had looked it up.
I had looked it up in advance, and so I knew this. And I even to the officer when he pulled me over, he's like, you have people in the back. I'm like, yeah, I know. Isn't that legal here? And he's like, yeah. And so I don't know if he was trying to scare. Yeah. And I don't know if he was trying to scare me or what, because nothing really came out, but he ran my license and all this stuff, and he's just like, be careful. And that was it. It was just so weird.
Did he take your license?
Yeah, no, he took the license, he ran it, all this.
Weird.
It was
That's
very
so
strange.
weird.
I don't know what like the purpose of the whole thing was. If I hadn't called him out, I'm like, I know the law and I know it's legal. If he had given, I'm not sure. It was that, but that is the only, and I was also crying.
Were you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no. Oh.
Because, again, it's stressful.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I have a very strong issue with breaking laws. And I don't know, I'm just one of those people who's like very by the book. And so if something like, oh no, I've been rebellious and I'm going to get punished.
It's also one of those things where if you're like careful and you feel like you're really trying to do the right thing and you're trying to be like a good person and play by the rules and stuff, and you get into a situation like that, it feels like it's like no good deed goes unpunished kind of thing. And it's like, you were like trying to do the right thing. You looked up the law ahead of time, and then and you still got harassed for it. Yeah. And so, and it's one of those things where like we recognize that we are two white people sitting on the couch talking about like our like minor dings with like getting pulled over by policemen. We are not trying to marginalize like a lot of other people who have much worse experiences than we are. Just throwing that out there.
Very true. That being said, after that experience, I didn't cart anyone in my truck unless I absolutely had to. Like if it was like not an emergency, but like there were no other cars or things like that, because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I was just like, you know what? If we can go with other people, it's fine. I'll keep the people in my cab. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah. Anyway.
Let's watch more TikToks.
More TikToks.
Alexa, do you work for the CIA?
No, I work for Amazon.
That's great.
That was awesome.
That's great. Oh,
does it really do that?
Can we ask Google?
Here, wait, hold up. There's a couple. Okay, Google, do you work for the CIA?
It's up there.
Shoot, you can't hear me?
Hey, Google, do you work for the CIA? Shoot, did it work?
No, it didn't work. Okay, Google, do you work for the CIA? No government entity has direct access to our users' information. Respect for the privacy and security of your data underpins our approach to responding to any legal requests we might get. You can learn more at Google's Transparency Report.
That was not as fun as Alexa's response, I have to say.
It's more thorough. No, I work for Amazon. Amazon's the one who's spying on you. Like, that's the implication. I don't work for the CIA. I work for Amazon. They're the ones we need to worry about. That was funny. I like that. I want to do that. We should do that.
Are you trying to tell me something? What do you got?
You was pooping. Oh, man.
Why'd you bring your poop in here?
Because the turds belong together.
I don't want that.
Who leaves their door open while they're pooping?
I just don't understand all of these people who have these like houses where they're leaving their bathroom door open.
Right? You're pooping on the toilet. You shut the door.
Right?
Linda.
Can you tell me why you brought this in here?
Oh man, she's got good thumb holes too, like us.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to tell me something?
This is going on for a long. This is a long poop too.
Bye.
I would also move out, dog.
Right?
She keeps the door open
Ew.
when she's pooping.
Yeah, who does that?
You don't do it. What are you doing?
Maybe she lives alone.
Maybe.
Even if I'm home alone, I always close the door. I'm like, Skip, mind your own business.
With an animal, I don't need anyone seeing that. No one needs to see me pooping or peeing. Even the invisible ghost person. The door is making sure that they're protected.
Right?
Right? What's with all these? Chris, what are you doing finding all these TikToks of people on toilets filming themselves?
Maybe he watches TikTok on the toilet so he finds them relatable.
I mean, that is true. But also, There are just a lot of TikToks of people on the toilet.
Right? What is that? What's the deal?
It's a convenient time to TikTok.
Is it?
You're like, oh, I have time to kill while I'm here on the John, so TikTok.
Wait, you're a pretty fast person in the bathroom.
I'm a quick tinkle.
You're
yes.
a very quick tinkle. I too tend to be pretty quick in the toilet. So like, I don't know what people are eating or consuming or how their digestive systems are working.
I don't have time to waste in there.
There's no time to waste.
Right? These theories don't write themselves.
I would argue that there is literally only time to waste in there.
That's cute, Chris.
Thank you.
That was well done.
Chris, are you one of those people who has like a whole slate of activities, the like toilet time activities?
I'm like usually in there a while. I like also pee a lot longer than most people do, I find, which is always really unnerving to others in like public restrooms, because I'll just be there for a while. And I think
it
some
speaks to
people-
your great bladder capacity. I appreciate that. I appreciate that on long shoots. Long shoots. Chris can go like a camel, man, and then he's off to the bathroom for 40 minutes. But
When you say you're peeing for a long time, is it like just an extended, steady stream, or like are you getting like little fits and bursts?
No, it's usually like just a constant, like 60 to 120 seconds.
60 to 160
seconds of unbroken stream?
Are you losing like 8 pounds of water weight every time you go to the bathroom?
It feels really relieving.
How like what is the capacitance of your stream, I would say, or the capacity of the stream?
No.
Like
no,
is it
don't answer
like
that.
compare it to like a faucet flow?
Oh, far thinner.
I mean, sure. Like how far is my faucet open at this point?
I think some things should be left with Chris on the toilet.
Yeah, this fun fact's for me.
How are you feeling post, like, because for me, the ultimate toilet time, or the ultimate stream is post movie, right? Because I've just consumed like 3 gallons worth of Diet Coke.
Oh, my bladder is so tiny that I have the post movie stream like every time I go to the bathroom.
Well, and you have the post-movie stream like 3 times in the movie itself. Like I am
That's
a
true, too.
diehard. Do not go to the bathroom in the middle of a movie unless your bladder is literally on the point of rupturing.
I was, but until I got pregnant, and then when you're pregnant, you just have to pee all the time, and like sometimes you really, really have to go. And I was like, look, I'll try and pick the most boring part of the movie.
So like 60% of the time in the middle of movies, like. Or like 60% of the time after a movie, I am literally doubled over in pain as I make my way to the bathroom.
And like where you can feel your kidneys.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
okay, if I straighten up right now, something's gonna leak out. So just let's hold this. If you can go get my refill of the jumbo popcorn, that'd be great. So like for me, that's usually like the peak stream time. Chris. Post movies, are you doing okay, or is there any difference from your normal everyday stream? Or
I mean, it's like not great. I usually don't eat or drink during movies to mitigate the effects.
See, that'll do it. See, for me, any opportunity you have to literally suck down a giant tankard of soda, I am there sucking down at least 1.5 tankards.
Matthew might go through like most of a gallon of soda in a movie. I sometimes get a little bit concerned about it because I'm like,
those are at least a liter,
it's like
right?
a liter of soda,
and
then you get a refill, and I'm
the
like,
refill.
you really, really shouldn't be drinking anywhere close to that much soda.
If I wasn't supposed to be drinking it, Steph, why would they hand it out to me so readily? They're like, here you go. They're more than happy to give me that liter
I'm like,
of soda.
you want to switch to iced tea? And he's like, tea. Bah.
No, I sometimes did. Like,
Here, we
yeah.
should watch the next TikTok.
Okay, more TikToks. We have like time for maybe 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
We have to make today's stream short, like we said, because we have a date night with a new YouTuber couple.
Oh.
We're trying to impress them with our.
Not really.
Nice.
We're just going to eat
Yeah.
food and watch some TV.
Movie.
Hey man, instead of like telling people our age, we should tell people what level we're on. So if I'm 30 years old, that means I'm on level 30. I think that sounds way better. That means my son died on level 4. What a noob.
Whoa. That was dark and sad.
Wait, what? What?
His son
Is he
died
I
at
know.
age 4.
That's so sad.
I mean, I think it was a skit.
But that's
You
so
see.
sad.
Right? Well, and also just because you're 30 years old, again, I have a critique on the actual methodology of how this is being calculated. If you're level 30, doesn't mean you have, or just because you're 30 years old, doesn't mean you have level 30's worth of experience.
Nah, you might still be working on a level 12.
Yeah, there's a lot of level 30s out there who are still at a level 12 of experience.
We know some of them.
We we know a lot of them.
Yeah. So seriously, yeah.
So who's to say that level 4 wasn't, max level 60?
Chris, enough with the morbid humor. Next.
That's right.
You maybe want to skip to minute 6:29.
Ooh,
Really?
minute 6:29.
Wow, look at all this quality TikToking we're missing,
my
though.
gosh.
So much talk, much tick.
Well, I just
talk
want
to
to
you later.
fulfill a desire you mentioned earlier.
Ooh, okay, let's do it.
Oh, great.
I'm concerned.
We're getting more of Chip Bag Girl, aren't we?
Yes. Go.
I bought this big old bag of cheese.
Yes!
I wasn't worried about underfilling because I can see into the bag. When
Hold up. Is this her whole shtick? Everything she does on TikTok is just underfilled?
It's like the primary shtick.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
You gotta get a gimmick, man. As content verticals become more and more niche and more like streamlined into like, I am the person who specializes in Fortnite, but only this costume and only this weapon. You gotta really hone in, man.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're unique.
You're not just a theorist. You're like the theorist of
underfilled bags.
Of underfilled bags of food. Great.
Mostly cheese and chips. Okay, go.
On TikTok. TikTok theory.
I felt this empty space. ASMR. I became suspicious, and I bought this bag.
I don't think that's her regular cadence of speaking. I think she's manipulating her voice.
What?
Bag of cheese to make gooey quesadillas with my friends. Even with this annoying voice, I still have friends. What's your excuse? I get why Lay's and Cheetos and Doritos and Takis, they're not foods we necessarily have in our everyday diet.
I love that.
Wait, which is the one?
Taki.
Taki?
Taki are the little, I don't know, I've never actually had a Taki. I'm just familiar that they are a chip style.
I love that she just ate them, and so there's a sticky note stand-in.
I also just love the fact that the party bag of Doritos that we saw previously, she has not completed her party.
No.
Her party continues.
Right.
So the companies think that they can get away underfilling their bags. But cheese, you should know better. You actually provide nutrition. We need you to be our hero. But like all of our past snacks, we gotta test it out. It's also super disappointing that this bag fit into this full. Pretend this is a heart. You broke my heart. And yes, it does.
Shredded it.
close. I'm sad about this that I'm literally crying. Jeez. I was excited to make quesadillas with you, and now I'm just disappointed. This is a proof
That's a
that
good line.
cheese companies are definitely underfilling their bags. I don't know if I can help you. You might be dairy stupid.
Wow.
Dairy
I
stupid?
like her. Yeah.
She shouts a lot.
I'm into her.
I like her too. It's funny. People complain about, what is it about people complaining about the theorists' voices? Everyone complains about my voice.
What?
They
do?
They used to.
They used to. That your voice has gotten a lot lower over the last 8 years.
Well, she's got a long way to go then.
If
apparently.
you compared your voice to 8 years ago today,
it's true.
The way it is now, it's like almost a different voice.
It's almost like I became a man at some point.
Wow.
Wow. I know, it's unbelievable. No, but, what I was going to say is clearly people don't like theorist voices because we're the voices of truth.
It's true. Uncovering the conspiracies of those cheese bags. I also sometimes worry about how underfilled those cheese bags are, though.
Right?
Because Matthew and I are, it's not a secret at all. I was going to say the secret thing that we like to make, but it's not a secret. We shout it from the rooftops. We'll do cheese fondue sometimes because it's amazing. It's so good. But you do go through a lot of cheese when you make cheese fondue. Like, it's bizarre how much cheese you actually end up consuming when you have cheese fondue. And you have to do like a bunch of those bags. And I'm always like, why isn't there enough cheese in these bags? These are supposed to be huge. Anyway, so that's the story of why I relate to that TikTok.
Right, it does seem to be just, I get it. But at the same time, Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say there must be a reason for them underfilling the bags.
I think it's air room and stuff. I think
It must
it's the
be air
expansion
room.
stuff.
It must be
Anyway.
an expansion thing, so that way when you like ship it in a plane, it's not popping or like breaking the seals or anything.
Yeah.
It must be. That's a
I
good
guess.
question.
Anyway.
I wonder. So wait, the Takis. Hold up, I gotta ask about the Takis. So the Takis, she just likes them. Is that what it said?
I think so.
These are also long TikToks.
They are.
She's crying cheese. She's so sad.
I can't believe she didn't go for like it
Case-
shredded my heart.
Case of disappointed.
I like that one. What does it say?
She ate the Oh wait, here we
Oh,
go.
wait.
I ate the Takis. Again, sorry. I ate all the. There you go. Because the bag was underfilled.
Right? Maybe they
That's
wouldn't all
why.
be gone if she got a full bag.
If it had been properly filled, friends.
We gotta go.
All right, yeah, we have to get going because we're a ways away from our little double date tonight. But yeah.
We will be back next week.
Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We'll be back
We're off
with
on Monday.
T-Series, some more GT time. Join us. We will have lots of fun stories to talk about. And in the meantime,
Remember, Theory merch pre-sale for the next couple days, 4 days.
Go get your latest Theory wear from the spring line. Order it now before it goes officially on sale because you'll make sure to get it before it sells out.
Yep.
And
The Creator Inc. website.
have a fantastic Easter if you celebrate Easter.
Yes.
This weekend we will be
Stephanie's
doing,
already got an Easter egg
oh
hunt
my
ready
gosh.
for Oliver.
We've got an Easter egg hunt ready for Oliver. I may have one ready for Matthew as well.
I'm so excited.
And there will be lots of bunnies and cute filled eggs in our future. Ollie's eggs are not filled with candy, but they are filled with little edamame beans, which are fun.
Hopefully he likes them.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Otherwise
anyway.
it'll be a lame Easter for me.
I know. He's like, what is this? I wanted sweet tarts. All right.
I want, right? I respect that. I wanted sweet tarts. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next Tuesday. Like we said, Theory merch is available now. Creator Inc.'s website, Creator INK. And that's about it. So have a great Easter. Have a great weekend. There's a film theory and a game theory coming up on Bendy and on Endgame. So keep an eye out for those. Another film theory coming out next Tuesday, hopefully.
Yep.
Thursday at the latest. But anyway, so there's a lot of stuff coming up. So enjoy it. That's all I got.
Yeah. See you next week.
Bye.
Let's invite chat.
And remember, that's just a stream. The live stream. Say goodbye in chat.
Thunder Turd says bye.
XX Marshy 08 Moon XX bye.
The Husk 07 says bye, everyone.
Thunder 1 says bye.
Lucy Mulgrew says